well. I can't believe we are in 2023. It's crazy. I'm with you there. I'm starting off the year with something a little bit different. I'm just feeling really open to change and to really just bring in a new energy this year. I'm definitely going to be doing my pick a card readings more regularly, and of course alongside possibly this style of reading. So today I'm looking at doing a collective worldwide reading for the year ahead, just to celebrate the new year, tap into the energies that are coming through, kind of look at the theme of the year as a collective, if there's any major events that need to come up and let us know kind of what's coming up and what's happening. And yeah, the collective consciousness, what's going on and how it's feeling. And you know, we've had a rough couple years, I'm not gonna lie. As a collective, it's been intense, it's been extreme. People have gone through major things recently, and I guess I just feel like the collective need that clarity, that guidance on how is this year actually going to look, not personally but as a collective, because we are all connected and we all feel everyone's energy. We feel what's going on the other side of the world. We feel what's going on, you know, on the other side of the country that you're in, wherever you are. We're all linked. We can't just pretend something over there is not affecting us, because it does, no matter how good your life is looking at that time. We all pick up on these things. We are natural empaths, and that's what I want to look at today. Let's look at the themes. So let's get into it, guys. I'm going to start with Nature's Whispers and just check in. I'm going to be tapping into, if you guys know me personally, you know that I work alongside Archangel Michael a lot, and he is especially here today. So I do think that there's this clarity, there's this confirmation and reassurance coming through about how, you know, we are protected and things do feel like they're improving. Okay. Yeah, I think this year is about looking back and looking at the appreciation and the gratitude. It's about the heart space. More and more people are tapping into that heart space, and that's the major events that occur around the world and have in the past couple of years have been, they haven't been great, but they're there for a reason. And it's to help us tap into that space and to come together, because love matters. Love is what makes the world go round. As cheesy as that sounds, they're saying that is what makes the world go round. The collective love energy is what we as humans need to live in harmony. Because, you know, we are on a planet of duality, and there's always going to be dark and light. I'm not going to lie. There's always going to be those things that occur in the world that we look at and be like, well, what is the reason behind that? I just can't understand the reason why these people have to suffer the way they're suffering. So there's never going to be perfection. That's not what Earth is about. That's not what this planet, this journey is about. Not at all. But it is, when we choose to come to Earth, it is a major choice, and it's a lot to do with growing as a soul. Okay? Soul growth is our major purpose, our major goal. Before we come to this earth, we decide, well, what's going to help me grow as a soul? What's going to help me, you know, move to the highest version of myself? And certain things occur, and we have a choice. Will I stay here and feel this forever and really just fall in a trap, or will I take this and grow and learn? This year, the collective energy is being really encouraged to tap into the heart space, that love matters, the gratitude. And you know, while things are settled, I'm feeling in this in the world at the moment, I'm really thinking, you know, this is our time to tap into that gratitude, tap into that love, the energy, okay? While things are settled, while we have an opportunity to be still, while we have an opportunity to not worry about big scary things that are occurring in the world, because you know, we never know when that's going to happen. And as much as we tap in and we try and get that balance and that clarity and that guidance, not everything is supposed to be known. Some things are hidden, and it's for the best intentions always, you know. Sometimes it's more beneficial for us not to know things and to experience them down the track, okay? But there's definitely adventure coming. The collective consciousness, Spirit, let's tap into this. What's happening this year, 2023? Fast-paced again. It's fast-paced again, you know. There's a lot more adventure and travel coming in this year because we've been so locked up and stagnant. There's a lot of releasing, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of travel, there's people wanting to just adventure and get out there. Do it, guys. Do it, because it's a perfect time, you know, like I said just before. While we have the chance, why the hell not? There's no point waiting and worrying. Now is the time. There's a lot of people in planning and preparation energy. I can feel that. A lot of people have so much that they want to do, but they don't know where to start because they're so out of practice. Spirit is bringing in, just do it. Just do it. Don't think so much. Adventure. There's a beautiful adventure energy coming through this year for the collective. Playfulness is encouraged. We've been so serious. It's been so serious over the last couple of years. It's been so serious and dense and stressful, and like, you know, sometimes we can't help being serious because of the things that are occurring around us. It's, you know, we have to be in our, you know, physical body in this moment because this is happening, you know, rental crisis, you know, homes, there's all sorts of things going on, but I do feel like that's lifting even more, you know. People have really started to slip into the I feel like I can breathe a bit more, you know, literally, you know, we're not covered in masks. But also, you know, like there's less tension, there's less density, and there's this playful energy coming out, and adventure and optimism and planning and goals, and that's the energy coming out right now for the year ahead, 2023, and the Wheel of Fortune, which shows me that it's here. It's going to be a consistent energy, which is really nice to open up with this reading. You know, that's really reassuring for us. Really reassuring. A lot of reuniting, connections, reconnecting with families. There's still people who are still catching up with that, and there's a lot of spending time with families and love, and it's just like this whole coming togetherness and appreciation, and you know, spending that time with your family. You know, I think we just take life for granted, and then all of a sudden something like COVID happens and we're all like all over the place. You know, we take our freedom for granted. We take seeing our family and being able to fly over to see them, you know, if they're over east or in another country, as often as we want. And now I think we're really sinking into that place this year of, oh, I am so grateful and I missed this. And, you know, really lapping up that beautiful energy with the Six of Cups here. Okay, yeah, we've got the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Cups. It's like things are finally moving in the direction we want. Things are finally shifting when it comes to travel planning and reliability of those plans. See here we've got the adventure. There's just so much of a adventure and travel plans going on here. So I do feel like that's a major theme. Spirit, what's our freedoms looking like? You know, will there be any reoccurrences of lockdowns, freedoms taken, anything like that, please? I can see there's still worries there, but they've got the Ten of Pentacles, so I'm feeling like overall things are, in the sense of, you know, what we've been through over the past 2 years, it's not going to be a repeat of that. It's feeling like it's, if there's anything, it's going to be different events around the world. There's going to be different things occurring. Interestingly, with the Queen of Swords, it's kind of like there's still thoughts and plans behind this topic. Okay, so what I'm just hearing, like, not everything is set in stone yet, but the overall energy is very light and what's that word? It just feels like there's high hopes and it's good. You know, with the Ten of Pentacles, we're not missing out on things. We're filling our cups and we're feeling good, and finances and the markets. The market is improving, you know. Okay, the market is improving. That's very interesting, especially in Australia where it's been pretty crazy. Here in Australia with the rental market and the buying of homes. But there's definitely something here. I don't want to get too into it because it's a very sensitive topic, I would say. But when it comes to the government and how, you know, the plans of control and everything, there's still things in motion. There's still plannings of ideas and how we can do this, how we can do that. It definitely feels like they're steering away from the whole COVID thing. So it will be interesting to see how things kind of play out there. Yeah, there's still decisions and thoughts. I actually feel like things didn't really go the way it was planned. Okay, those of you who know what I'm talking about, things didn't really go the way it was planned. The whole agenda didn't go as planned, so it's kind of like they've been taken back. Those in charge have been taken back, and there's lots of that didn't work, that didn't go how we thought it would, people didn't react the way I thought they would. So it's very positive. It's kind of like, well, maybe we don't have as much control as we actually thought, and now there's more and more people waking up to that heart space, that realization that they're not always there. Well, they're not there to support and look after us. In fact, it's very much the opposite. And I know that there will be people that have very different opinions in this area, and that's okay. I'm open to that. I won't have any negative comments happening in my comment section. I don't attract that. I choose not to, but I am open to speaking about the truth, and I hope you guys appreciate that. Okay, but with the Six of Wands, it's like the people. It's, you know, the people are in a lot more control than they think they are, than majority think they are. Things have shifted a lot. I'm just hearing that things have, the perspective and opinions have shifted a lot over the past 8 months. There's a lot more people aware of the things that are going on and less gullible. So that's very interesting there. Spirit, is there any major events that we need to be aware of for the year to come? 2023, please. Journey again. So we've got adventure, and then we got journey. Progressions. Okay. That's really interesting. And then we have moon perception. There is major changes occurring in the collective consciousness. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of there's still a lot of attempts of distraction, illusion, and confusion with perception and the moon. They're trying to there will be some distractions this year. So what I'm kind of feeling here is like when mainstream media brings up certain things occurring in the world, it's important to sit back and be like, well, what am I being distracted from? Am I being made to take my attention away from an area to focus on here for a reason? What is going on here? There's just like this trickster energy, so I'd just be like really aware of that. Okay, what's this progressions about? This journey. Yeah, okay. So what I'm getting here is with perception, the progressions and journey, it just feels like there's certain words, there's certain advertisement, there's certain things being said, possibly like the news, coming out with some new things. I know, of course, they come out with new things all the time, but there's going to be something very strategic. I don't think this is... I don't think this is going to be in the first few months of the year. It does feel mid or later. It just feels false. So I'm feeling like there's something going to occur, or a major event that's going to occur that is just false. There's fakeness behind it. There's certain words. It's like brainwashery. Turn off the news, guys. Don't listen to that crap. It's all negative. Imagine if everyone in the world turned off the news and didn't watch it. I guess there is social media as well. Okay. Okay, all right. So there is something occurring, and it's they're coming out with as if that they're helping, they're coming to help people at the right time, or offering something that people are in need of, but it's false and not true. There's yuckiness behind it, basically. So that's really interesting, guys. What else is happening this year? Heal, Chiron. More opportunities of awakening. And like I was saying before, like these events, these things that happen in the world, there's always something we can take from it. No matter how helpless you feel, you can always take something from it, a lesson, a feeling. There's definitely something here about healing and awakening. There's more and more opportunities coming up for people to help shift the collective consciousness into more of a higher vibration, awareness, a place of not being able to be controlled, sovereign beings. Chiron, when it comes to astrology, Chiron is very much that deep, dark healing, that push for healing. It's often like that uncomfortable push. So what I'm feeling like, there's going to be many opportunities for those who are ready to enhance their spirituality, their connection to the earth, and awaken, basically. I'm just going to have a drink. And unfortunately, this comes through with the betrayal. I just get this, when I saw this snake, there's some sort of snake in the grass, and it's like these opportunities are coming through from being a subject of betrayal, or a part of a situation where we feel lied to. There's truths coming out. There's some truths coming out this year. Hey, and people are sticking together. People are starting, the word of mouth is really starting to oh my god, you can't make this up. So first of all, we have Chiron, the healing, the awakening. We have the snake in there, in that plantation kind of vegetation. And then we have birds of a feather. Can I talk? I don't think so. It must be the Mercury retrograde. Birds of a feather. So birds of a feather stick together. We're talking. We're all starting to listen. There's communities growing. There's consciousness being spread. There's just real, honest truths being spoken. There's just like rawness, and we've got a tall tale speaking and sharing truths of what's been going, the false things, these lies, and there's just so much falseness that there's still a lot of people unaware of, and the word's getting out. There's truths. So guys, if you're someone who has been a hell of a truth speaker over these past couple years, nothing's fooled you. Keep speaking. I know, because there's been like, sorry, let me something just popped up there. I know things feel like they've settled down, and all of a sudden everyone's kind of forgotten what's gone on. They've forgotten how bad things got. They've forgotten the words that were said, or are just pushing it under the mat. And they're really, as much as we don't want to live in past energy, they're also saying it's really important to continue to raise the awareness and raise that vibration, and don't let it slip under the rug. Don't let it slip under the rug. Keep speaking your truths. There's always going to be those people that are not ready to hear it, and that's okay. You're planting those seeds. There's no point, there's no need to fight back. There's no need for that. When they're ready, they'll hear it. When they see it enough times, they will hear it. Yeah. Just that thing coming through again, that time machine energy. It's like, yes, time has passed and things seem like they're really smoothing out in some areas that we've kind of felt, you know, maybe they will never, or how long is this going to occur, and then finally things have really calmed down. But beneath the surface, there's still a lot of anger. There's still a lot of things that haven't been said. There's still a lot of people in the collective that are yet to hear the right words to help them shift onto a path of more awareness. So Spirit's just really bringing through that don't stop speaking your truth. Don't stop. Keep going. There's a lot more healing to be done this year. There's the communities need to keep growing. So I'm thinking, you know, in terms of communities, yeah, whatever that means to you, there's communities speaking out, and it's important to be a part of that and keep speaking truths. What else do we need to know for 2023? Okay, so this is really important and beautiful. Do you know what? When I first got onto this video, I did not expect to be talking so much about what has happened, but it just feels like, you know, I have to speak what Spirit's bringing through, and the energy that's coming through is the repercussions of what has occurred over the past 2 years. There's major shifts, and of course there's things that need to be spoken for, and there's things that need to be spoken about. And now this year is not only about gratitude, love, and accepting people for who they are and the mistakes they've made. You know, so what if someone in fear said something to you 2 years ago? This is about being compassionate, forgiving and understanding, and it's so important to nurture those who are now struggling for, like, mentally, physically, because there's a lot of damage that has been done. I don't want to say the word, but yeah, there's a lot of repercussions that's going to come through more and more this year, and it's important to really hold a safe space for these people. Be really compassionate. Don't be the person that goes, told you so. You know, it's really important to nurture and stick together, you know. So you know, everyone is on their own journey, and everyone's going to be at a different place at a different time. Someone may have had a very early awakening due to trauma happening in their teen years. Some won't do it, won't occur to some for another 30 years, and that doesn't make someone better or worse than anyone else, because we chose these journeys, and it's our time to really support that, and just know and accept people for who they are and the decisions they made. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that I can see here that there's going to be a lot of health issues coming up this year, and I think that's part of the awakening and the awareness and the deception that's coming through. Yeah, it's going to hit people real suddenly, but it's also going to bring people together and stronger. There's definitely power to the people coming through. That's what I heard, like power, grabbing onto their power, because knowledge is power and awareness is power. There's just real sudden change. There's real sudden, like, holy hell, I get it now. You know what I mean? It's that. It's like the tower. Sudden. See how she's holding on to that little piece of fire, that I've got it. This is mine now. Like, okay, this is my power. Knowledge is power. It's like a realization, and that's a collective thing, you know. This is not just some people. That's obvious. I do feel like there's going to be some leaks of information. Yeah, these cards just literally fell out. It's like epiphany, like, holy crap, did that actually just happen? International. So it's probably like in the celebrity world, Hollywood kind of stuff occurring. Like, whoa, there's some truths coming out here. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Alright, what do we want to look at? Let's look at the theme in the first quarter of the year. Let me just clear this energy. A little bit of sage. Alright. So I'm just going to use my runes. So I've got a little bowl of runes here. And I'm just going to look at the theme of the first quarter of 2023 for the collective energy. Alright, so this rune, actually, it's called rings. It's the connection of all things. It's the combining. I can see like the combining, recollection. It's the reminiscing. It's the looking back on how far we've come. It's family. It's partnerships and working in alignment. So that really fits the first two cards that really came through with adventure and love. Love matters. It's very family orientated. It's like that fresh new year energy. It's like it's still in that motivated, excited for what's to come, like what is coming, like a new chapter, a fresh page. Yeah, it's that I can do anything energy. There's a lot of planning, there's a lot of travel, there's a lot of trips, there's a people enjoying time, and we're still celebrating. Yeah, it's a really beautiful energy. That's like the first quarter of the year coming up, Call of the Muse. It's about tapping into ourselves and what do we want to come out of this year. There's this strong thing about goals and manifestation and really setting the tone, enjoyment. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy. I can't fault that. And just like I felt for the reason why I started doing this video, I feel like change. I feel ready for change, and I feel like that's a lot for similar for a lot of you guys out there. Just opening the doors to change and new things, and stepping outside the comfort zone a little bit, embracing that. It just feels like nothing can touch me right now. Not just me, but I'm speaking for a lot of people. So I really like that. Okay, let's look at the second quarter of the year. Okay, got my runes. Second quarter of 2023 for the collective. So we've got the scythe. So what I feel like the first quarter is very much about that building, that momentum, that planning, that energy, that gratitude, the family time. And then you have the scythe, which is about change. It's like you're being now given the tools to start to make things happen. Okay. There's also an energy behind this one about sudden change, walking away from things that just no longer serve you. Let's tap into that a bit more. What's this second quarter of the year for the collective consciousness? Power of purpose. Second quarter feels like when there could be sudden things or certain things coming out, like we were tapping into a little bit earlier here, information that really suddenly changes perspectives, because there's a purpose behind this. It's like hitting the nail on the head. It's like hitting the target. You can see here, it's like the purpose was exactly what occurs. Something is occurring, and it's to help shift things. So I wouldn't be surprised if the second quarter is, yeah, exactly that. So the first 3 months, January, February, March, April, May, June. April, May, June is some changes, there's some information coming out. Take note. I feel like that's when certain things are coming out. Okay. Alright, let's look at the third quarter. So we have the star. Okay. So the star is about hopes and joy, fresh beginnings, new starts. So it's also brings like this time of an ending of hard times. So I'm feeling like there's certain things within the second quarter to the third quarter that occurs as a collective, like universal, that takes a toll on some of us, takes a toll on us, or it was just very confronting. I just heard the word confronting. Okay, there's a lot of fulfillment coming through here with the opportunity for fulfillment. Okay, and if you're someone who did experience hard times, or is going to be one of those who experience hard times mid-year, and just know that you're on the right path. You're on the right path to moving towards your purpose. That's interesting. I just heard that. The hard times is an indication that you're growing and changing. Okay? It's not easy, but it's worth it. Okay, let's tap into the third quarter. Great big love. Yeah. Fruition. I just feel like there's something coming to fruition for a lot of everyone as a collective. So like energy wise, when I talk about the themes and the energy of the year, this is like the opportunities, you know. This first quarter is very much like, this is your opportunity to plant seeds and manifest and grow the things you want to grow. Fill your body with gratitude and love, and man, you are powering up those seeds to play out for the rest of the year. Second quarter is about action, change, maybe like looking at how things are going for you personally. Is your mindset working? Is this taking you in the right direction that you want to be going, or do you need the scythe to help you break through any things that you don't feel right about anymore? Or, you know, do you need that extra help? Call on that extra help. Okay, sometimes sudden change is there to help you shift into the right direction. Then we have the third quarter, which is all about moving onto the right path. So this is the energy that's coming through, and you guys have the opportunity to take these. So just be aware of the changes that are occurring in each quarter. Great big love in the third quarter. 3, 6, 9. So this is more, 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's, I'm feeling like it's like the August, September time of moving into spring is what I'm hearing. The great big love moving into, wherever you are in the it could be spring, it could be autumn, or it could be moving into summer, whatever it is. In Australia, it's us moving into spring, August and September, right? This is when things start to sprout. Think of it as if, spring, the flowers are starting to come out, and the birds and the bees and you can hear the baby birds chirping. It's like birthing. Things are really being birthed at this time. Okay, this is a perfect time. This is, you've had time for your seeds to grow, and this is when things are really happening. So if there's like change or things you want to do, that is an amazing, powerful time to like put the energy into something, or like release it, launch things, buying houses, that's what I'm really feeling. Okay, and then we have the last quarter of the year. Let's have a look. 2023. We have the eye. So I feel like this is about seeing things for what they truly are. This is about realizations, revealing wisdoms and truth. It's a very highly spiritual time. October, November, December. October, November, December is a highly spiritual time of awareness. I think it's important to have that self-awareness. It's a time of reflection and looking back. And we'll kind of be like, you know, starting to move into where we are now. You know, we're at the very start of 2023. Show me a bit more information about the last quarter of the 2023. A powerful move. Hey. A powerful move. So there's another change. There's change going on there. Let's look at what is this move about. It's death and rebirth. God, this year is major. Like, as a collective energy, it's very healing. There's a lot of growth going on, soul growth, and there's in the very last quarter of the year, it brings huge opportunity to release, forgive, and this I just heard like death of ego, death and rebirth. Death always comes with rebirth. So from spring until summer, or autumn till winter, for, yeah, wherever you are. That really just took my brain too long to figure out. It feels like there's so much fertile grounds, okay? It's like things are really popping up out of everywhere. And I also just got the image of literally lots of babies being born into really awake, spiritually connected, spiritually inclined babies coming into the world this year, especially that last part of the year. The babies being born in that last part of the year are coming in for a major purpose. There's change to be had. They are going to influence the world in certain ways. When they're being born in the time of the eye, they're going to be spiritual beings. Spiritual beings. October, November, December 2023. Okay. Let's have a look here. I do feel like that last few months of the year, if there's any major changes or decisions being made with it personally or as a collective, if there's there could be, when it comes to personal, as an individual, you guys, the changes you make or the choices you make are very important and crucial to your soul growth, okay? And in the end, it'll be very positive. It may feel uncomfortable, okay? But I'm also hearing that there might be some powerful changes to laws and just humanity in general towards the very end of the year. Whoa, how's that? Alright, is there anything else that we need to know about this year coming for us? Because I'm coming up to a good 50 minutes now. Probably going on too much for you guys. Ooh, 4 stars. Oh yeah. very fitting. This year, as a collective, we have the opportunity to really what's the word I'm thinking of? What's the word? Flourish, transform. It all depends on the vibration that we hold, and like I said towards the beginning, the spreading truths and awareness, not negative, not always like dark, deep truths. There needs to be a balance. Some people, that's scary. So there needs to be a balance between, you know, gentle truths and then harsh truths. It depends on the person and how they take it. But there's this huge opportunity to really just transform, nurture what it is that brings you guys joy. Because when we, as an individual, focus on that, there's a powerful energy that kind of you're spreading, you're giving out to the earth, the universe, the people around you. And again, love makes the world go round. As cheesy as that is, love is infectious. Happiness is infectious. A vibration you're putting off is infectious. So like, spread that. That person will spread that, and it continues. It's the opportunity to spread the love. Okay, Four of Stars shows me that money, those who have been struggling with finances, money, homes, selling, buying, affording things, or like stresses around that, the opportunity for change and improvement here is coming. Like I said, I feel like there's a change in the market. There might be a rise and then there might be a dramatic fall. Sun, yeah. With that, I tapped into that, and with the Sun card, it's very positive. So please remain positive about that, and just trust that things are going to get easier in that area. It's temporary. What lessons can we learn from that? How to be more grateful with a lot less at this time. You know what I mean? We took for granted what we had. Maybe we had to downsize. Maybe we had to sell this, sell that. Maybe we had to get a better, like, paying job. And we liked our old job, so maybe we took that job for granted. Maybe we're realizing that, hey, I am happy without all that. And I feel grateful that my family is still being looked up. You know, whatever it is, there's always opportunity to find the joy and the gratitude and appreciation in whatever it is. Okay, so guys, that is your 2023 collective consciousness reading. It's kind of like a forecast, an energy forecast from me to you, and I hope that this helps. If you have managed to stay throughout the whole time, let me know in the comments. Also, if you do like this style of a read, I might look at doing these every couple months, maybe like just to tap into where we're at as a whole. And I'll see you guys on my next pick a card reading. Bye.